You have your brand new set of wavy dreadlocks on their way to you, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna have to install these bad boys. Good news is you do have a course that's coming to you to where you're gonna know exactly how to install them, right? We teach you in the course, show you step by step how to install them, but maybe you're like, hey, I want help, right? I want assistance, I wanna make it a little bit easier on myself. Maybe I just wanna have someone completely do it for you. And I totally get that. For the first year of wearing my dreadlocks, or over a year even, I installed them all myself. And yeah, it does take some time. It can be hard to see the back of your head. I normally will set up two mirrors, like one in front of me and one behind me, to kind of be able to see the back of my head. And it is nice to have some help. So here's a few things you can do to actually get some help. First of all, grab a girlfriend. Make it a girls' night. Grab some wine, whatever you want to do. Hang out and have her help you just part your hair, help you braid them in. Sit around and hang out. I have done that multiple times, and it can be a lot of fun to just kind of almost feel like you're back at a sleepover again. Find a girlfriend to help you, your mom, your sister, your daughter. Any of those are absolute options. Now, if you're like, hey, I don't really have a girlfriend that would be particularly interested in helping me with this, another place that you can find someone to help you out is inside of our Facebook groups. We have a Facebook group called the Wildcrafted Woman Facebook group, and there are thousands of women in there, literally, and oftentimes they'll post, hey, who lives in Indiana? Hey, who lives in Australia? Hey, who's in this area of Germany? Hey, who's inside Texas and where are you located? And they will actually get together and help each other with their dreads. It's a really fun way to meet women in a really positive environment. Our group is very, very positive and uplifting. We make sure we keep it that way. We have guidelines and we really manage it really well. And so it's a really, really great community to be in. And there have been plenty of women who have met each other, made new friends who have something in common, which is our dreadlocks in our hair. And they have gotten together to help each other with their dreadlocks. Now, another thing you can do is hire hairdressers to do it for you. Now, there are women that are hairdressers that are braiders, like straight up, that's what they do for a living. They do braids, they do micro braids, they do cornrows, all those things. And I've had a few women go to those and it's been great. And I've actually had a few other women go to them and it hasn't been so great because these are more of a like European type hairstyle. They're not as well known in the US at the time of recording this video. We're working on making them more popular. But sometimes they can be installed incorrectly or even too tight because braiders are so used to working on specific hair types, right? They can be braided too tight and be uncomfortable. So what I have actually found to be best for me personally and from just all the women that I've talked to is go to your normal hair girl and reach out to her and be like, hey, let me show you this video that you're going to get in your course. Show her the video on how they're installed in your hair. And she is used to your hair porosity, thickness of your hair, the texture of your hair, all those things. So she is going to know about how much of your hair it's going to take to hold up one of these dreadlocks, right? She's going to be able to know how your hair moves, how it works. She's going to know how, like, that whole process of you because she's worked with you, right? That's what I did. I went to my normal hair girl, the one that does my highlights and my lowlights when I don't have dreads in, who cuts my hair, all those things, showed her how to install them, and she now installs them for me. Have her do my refreshes for me as well, and it is super, super helpful. For me, she's able to get mine done in about 3.5 hours-ish, whereas when I do them myself, it does take longer than that. It takes several more hours than that because I'm trying to see the back of my head and do it on my own. And so that's a good recommendation, is you can always check with your hairdresser. Normally they'll charge you about an hourly rate. They may give you a flat rate. You just have to check with them and see what would work best. But it's someone that you already trust, someone that you know, that you've already trusted with your hair, and I found that's a really great option if you do not want to work on installing them yourself.